Okay, so what we have today is a fairly simple haircut, nothing too crazy. So this is actually my grandpa in the chair, and he likes rocking a side part type vibe, and he also likes going pretty short on the sides. So what we're going to be doing today is a number 2 on the sides and doing a slight trim on the top. And I did start off with the top, but I did not set my camera in the best position to take this shot. So I'm going to be trying and to explain what I did on the top. So what I started off with was I was taking sections from the side of the head on the ridge, pulling it right off the side of the head in a 90-degree angle and just squaring off those sections. I did that all throughout the ridge on the side, all the way to the crown area. And once I was done with that, then I took sections on the top, about half-inch sections, and again just pulling it straight up in the 90-degree angle and making sure that it's even, matching the length from the first sections on the side. And just did that all across and all across the top of the head. Okay, so now that we're done with trimming the top, we're gonna come in and start setting the base for the haircut with the number 2 guard fully closed. And one thing that I want to point out is my grandpa likes having his side part area, the side where he parts his hair. He likes having it disconnected. He doesn't like having any ridge or any connection, any weight on the side part. He just likes it disconnected, and he likes having the hair buzzed off. So like I said, right now we're starting off with the number 2 guard lever closed, and we are going to leave a very light ridge around the side part area, small ridge, because then later on we are going to come back and attack it with the number 2 guard lever open. And although we are leaving a slight ridge in the number 2 guard closed, once we attack it with the number 2 guard lever open, we are going to be buzzing it off completely, and just to make sure that he has that disconnection that he likes. But I do want to emphasize that I only do that on the side part. Once we start coming into the crown area, more to the back, we do leave a much more heavier ridge, because we do not want to disconnect that area, because if we do, whenever it goes back, it's going to be poking out, and it's not the best look. So once you get closer to the crown area, you are going to leave a much more heavier ridge. So like I said, as you can see, we are leaving a very, very light ridge with the number 2 guard closed, and now we just opened it, and now we're buzzing it off just to make sure that he has that disconnection that he likes. Once we're done with the disconnected area, we're going to continue setting the base for our haircut with that number 2 guard closed, getting rid of all of that bulk. And like I said, once we come to the other side of the head and in the crown area, we are leaving a much more heavier ridge, a much more heavier ridge line, because we are going to come back with higher guards, also with our scissors and blending shears to soften it up and make sure that it has the smoothest transition into the longer hair on top. Okay, so now that we're done with the number 2 guard, we are going to start attacking the ridge with our higher guards, and we're starting with our number 4 guard. And we are not trying to leave a guideline with this guard. All we're doing is smooth and softening the ridge to again make sure that it has the smoothest transition. And once we're done with this number 4 guard, we're going to come back and go right under it with our number 3 guard, again not leaving any guidelines but just softening the ridge so that it's easier to finalize it with the scissors and blending shears. Okay guys, so this technique right here that I'm doing is what I started off the haircut with when I was cutting the top. As you can see, all I do is take small sections and pull it off from the side of the head in about a 90-degree angle and just square it off, just square off those sections to make sure that it has the smoothest and softest blend and transition and into the top, so that the top connects with the side really nice. So this is what I did with the beginning. This is what I didn't catch with my camera because of the way I had it positioned. And once again, once I'm done with this, we're going to come back with the blending shears just to finalize everything and make sure that everything is connected and blended really nice. Okay, now that we're done with the top and the sides, having everything connected, we're gonna start to line him up with our liners, our trimmers, just making a template so that when we come in with our straight razor, it's a lot easier to make it very sharp and very neat. All we're doing is leaving the template with the liners, make sure to shape up the nape area, the C-cup, the sideburns. And also my grandpa doesn't like to taper out his neckline, so what we do is we square it off because that's how he likes it. We square off the neckline. Although I don't taper out his neckline, what I do like to do is come in with the 1.5 guard and just slightly touch up around his nape area and neckline, and also his temple and sideburns, just to soften those areas up so that when we come in with the straight razor, it leaves a much more sharper line and a much more neater line. And now we're coming in with our straight razor just to finalize the shape up, making sure that everything is neat and sharp. And remember guys, we always want to give the skin tension. We want to be pulling on the skin to make sure that it's taut so that the blade glides very smoothly, especially on people with their age already, like my grandpa, because their skin starts to get very loose. So we want to really make sure that we're keeping the skin taut so that we prevent any type of nicks and cuts on our customers. Once we're done with this, we're gonna come in and put some product in his hair to give it some shape and style, and then we're basically done with the haircut. So like I said, now we're coming in with the product. I did put some paste in his hair, to give him that textured, very natural side part. And so as you can see, a very simple haircut, nothing too crazy, very clean. And that's it guys. Thanks for watching.